Welcome to Blueprint Radio. I'm your host, Martin Williams. Here we help you create a blueprint for your life. So let's build. And welcome to Blueprint Radio. My name is Martin Williams. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. You may do so on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. All the links to the podcast can be found at guidedexpressions.com/podcast with an S, or wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about is the power of a vision board. So I created a vision board about 5 years ago, and I want to talk about what happened as a result of that. About 5 years ago, I was working at a dead-end job at a university. Now, this is no disrespect to the people who were there at that point and may still be there now, but the job and I were going nowhere. The manager at the time told me that I had a job for life, basically. The benefits were good, don't get me wrong, but the pay was low, and I was trading any upward mobility for security. I essentially relegated myself to staying there and ultimately retiring there. That summer, while listening to a Neville Goddard audio, I remembered the power of visualization. Now, I'm a bit of a self-help addict, and if you've read anything that I've posted or listened to any podcasts, you know that. The reminder was powerful, So I decided to make a vision board, and I hadn't made one in over 10 years before that. Now, I believe in taking action to achieve your dreams. You can't meditate your way into a dream life, but visualizing is very effective, as I found out. I thought about what 7 things would make my life exceptional. What would really do it for me? Not what I thought was possible, but what I wanted. So I created the vision board on a computer at the university library, had it printed, and then laminated at a FedEx office near campus. About 4 months after I made the vision board, the university let me go. You know, that job for life, it was gone. The department hadn't suffered layoffs in over 10 years, but all of a sudden, I and 2 other people were let go due to budget cuts. Still, I felt a peace almost immediately after finding out. Deep down, I knew it was time, and I probably wouldn't have left on my own at that point. I needed that push. The next job that I got, and every other job after that, including the one that I have now, was work from home. It was a desire that I had for years, and the university didn't allow work from home privileges for me as I did not have enough seniority. Working from home was one of the 7 things that I put on the vision board. So that one didn't take too long, about 6 months or so. Another dream I had was to live in a warmer climate. My now wife had always wanted to move to a warmer part of the country for health reasons. So we were on the same page. I'd lived in the Northeast for over 16 years, and it was time for a change. Once my current employer hired me, I realized that our lease was month to month, and we were not happy with where we were. Our landlord at the time was mainly unresponsive to multiple issues, and it was just time for us to move. Since my new job was remote, and I did not need to go into the office for anything, I realized that we could live anywhere. I said to my wife, we should move to Florida. Now, this discussion happened pre-pandemic. I was waiting on a tax refund, and I said, we're going to go if this refund comes in before July 15th. And she agreed. I waited for the refund for over 2 months. Finally, it arrived before the 15th. We were on our way. My desire to live comfortably near a warm beach was coming closer. We ended up in the Sarasota area and had some good and not so good experiences with Airbnb. We found a comfortable apartment that we stayed in for 2 years. that was less than 15 minutes away from the beach. That was another thing that I put on the vision board, to live within 15 minutes of a warm beach. And it came true. I didn't even realize it until after we signed the lease. So 2 of the 7 things happened. Actually, 3 of the 7, as I had enjoyed family time on the vision board as well. The other things are works in progress. I had income goals on there to make over $100,000 a month, to pay off my student loans, to have season tickets to the Philadelphia Eagles, and to travel to every Major League Baseball, NBA, and NFL stadium arena. Those things are works in progress and will probably take longer than a year to make true. But I got a feeling that once I hit that income goal, those other 2 goals will get knocked down pretty easily. So what are the takeaways? The first thing is that visualization is real. There's a ton of science and data behind why it works. There's no need to fight it at this point. It works. So if there's things that you want to do, visualize yourself having them. There's no reason to not use this power because we all grew up using it anyway. There isn't a kid alive who didn't visualize when they were a child. And, well, I should say there isn't an adult alive who didn't visualize when they were a child. But even more so than that, there are adults who visualize, but usually they visualize negative things. Why not use that power to your advantage instead of using it against yourself? The second takeaway is that you should dream big. I think some people underestimate their power to create a great life. I was miserable 5 years ago. And even though life isn't perfect now and we still have serious challenges, we are happier today. And then the third thing is have fun with it. If everything doesn't come true right away, don't get down on yourself and think something's wrong with you. We have to grow into the life we want. I couldn't see this 5 years ago. I couldn't see living near a beach and, working from home and making the type of money that I'm making now. I couldn't see it, right? But it happened because I started seeing it, okay? Whatever you can't see now, you have the ability to start seeing it, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Enjoy the process and the little wins along the way. So thank you for listening to Blueprint Radio. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening to Blueprint Radio. For more information on Martin Williams coaching and products, please go to guidedexpressions.com or visit me on Facebook as well as Instagram.